So we've arrived here. Now we go into the darkest part of the piece. And like a relief, we're back to that beautiful warm melody again. So just one line of painful music here. And whenever you get a descending like line, particularly with chromaticism in it, that's usually the expressive heart of that passage. So bring that out. Don't bring the top out anymore here. Now it's easy to go. That, because that isn't the important part. This is the important. So lean into the middle of the chord. Lean into the bottom of the hand on this occasion. Entirely chromatic. He lets the crescendo go all the way up to this note, which is the most important, most expressive note of that phrase. You can pack a lot of sadness into that very simple idea. Don't just do this. Do more than that. So a feeling of relief. We're out of that dark tunnel. And we're back playing the same theme as the very beginning theme of the piece. And we come to our same cadence point too. Episode number sort of 2, we have the main theme, then episode 1, which was this one, and we go through that to this part. So that's all part of episode 1. Now this is sort of episode 2, or we would call it A, B, A. We had A again. Now C in the form of the piece, and it goes into A flat minor, the minor key. So instead of darkens it a little bit and goes into A flat minor and marks it pianissimo. Now here he puts staccatos over these notes, but also a little phrase mark. So again, don't be too staccato here. It's not jaunty, it's not supposed to be witty or fun or light. Rather more, very important that you get the amount of shortness there, otherwise the whole character of the music changes. Also, don't pedal that, otherwise it just gets sheer blurry. I don't like that. Building climax now. Never Never Land, he arrives in this place where the basic harmony, and this is something he does a lot, Beethoven, the music just lands on that diminished seventh chord, and how to get out of that and get home is what he's doing in this line of music. He stays on that chord for a while and then changes it from this chord. He brings this note down to here and this to that one and then to that one. So we're here and then we're back. So this can be thought of as being sort of in limbo. Don't do anything until here. Crescendo, and then into one of Beethoven's famous subito pianos, which means that even though there's a crescendo, he comes back to piano. Something Beethoven invented. This is called a subito piano, or sudden piano. And then piano there. Keep these triplets. Now he marks. You've got to do that with a touch. So instead of, it's got to be gently rocking. So very, very quiet thumb here. If these thumbs are at all loud, they're not going to work at all. So you're basically best off not even leaving the note, keeping your thumb touching the key and using instead of using the thumb joint to bring the thumb down, no, just use the whole of the arm to bring it down, or the big lever or lever of the arm will give you the most control. See how my arm is kind of bouncing a little bit. What I like to do is sort of split them up, the triplets with the actual, but it's also very acceptable, in fact probably even more strictly speaking correct, to put the final one on the final of these E flats. So, but don't rush these, because stretch them out a little bit, because that sounds terribly rushed, whereas give yourself time over the quicker notes. Now here you've pretty much got to change very quickly on each of these chords, rather than even with good balance. It's too blurry, so change. Okay, and so let's go to the final phrase of this part. Actually, let's go back a little bit, because this part is interesting. This is really the end. Now, this is very important that you do a big writ here, I think. We're at the end of a journey here, so don't do this. Boring. No, we're at the end here. We've come home to rest. This is what's called the coda. Afterthought.